Hello, Overlanding. We are getting close to the Summer Olympics in Paris, so I'm remembering the story of an Olympian from 100 years ago. He won the gold in the 400-meter run in Paris in 1924. He was Scottish, the child of missionaries, and his name was Eric Liddell. He was a principal character in the movie Chariots of Fire. His best event was actually the 100-meter, but the qualifying heats were going to be on a Sunday, and he refused to run on the Lord's Day. So he gave up the event. He was vilified by and in the press for failing his country for his religious principles, which others thought should be a little more flexible. Eric once said this about his running: "God made me fast, and when I run, I feel his pleasure." Of course, Eric also enjoyed running fast, but he was talking about something else. He was saying that God had given him the capacity for speed, so when he did what God created him to do well, he felt God's pleasure, not just his own. If that is true, and I think it is, then when God gives you a capacity for something, even when it may not seem very religious, and you use that gift well, not only is God pleased, but you actually experience divine pleasure and not just your own. How did God make you? What capacities were given by God to you? Even if they are diminished, if you use them well, you will feel God's pleasure. God created me with a capacity to see the humor in most life situations, and when I do, I feel my pleasure and God's, and sometimes yours. I do commend this to you. It may be a capacity you set aside before other obligations of life came along. Can you find it again? I know there are many ways to amuse and distract yourself in this community, but there is nothing like running fast if God made you fast, or hitting a great iron shot, or making something out of yarn, or growing beautiful flowers or vegetables. There's nothing like a pleasure you share with God. Run to win the medal. Have a blessed week, my friends.